All right, I'm ready.
All right, we're live. Your boy FamHam talking sports.
What to
Yeah,
do,
like I
YouTube?
said,
It's your
we was
boy
gonna
Big
be
Hendo.
Lil Hendo. My boy Lil Hendo's in the building. But like I said, sorry I was late. Black people time. I said 9 o'clock and 9:20. So um, that's just how we get down. But anyways, we're gonna start out. We're gonna talk about these playoffs. The playoff reviews. The first game ones are out the door. They're in the bag. Let's talk about it. Let's start from the bottom. We're gonna start from the bottom because we don't want to talk about the top just now. The Houston Rockets and the Jazz just played, so we're gonna
hmm
start with the bottom. I'm gonna let you go. We're gonna start with the Toronto Raptors and the Orlando Magic. I didn't watch that game, so if you watched it, go ahead put your input on it, or we just talk about the predictions of that series because the Orlando Magic won. But yeah, I don't think they.
I mean,
So there you
it
go.
was a good competitive game, but I think with the coaching that they're going to get, Toronto's going to be able to pull out that series. I'm gonna say 4-2 in that. That's going to be easy. The first game I feel like is a wash for everybody. You just go out there and do your regular thing. But even though they lost because they hit a what's his name, DJ Augustine hit that 3-pointer. I thought it was a bad shot, but he was open. Whatever, he shot that three, he made it. And Kawhi Leonard trying to tie it up. He shot a deep three fadeaway, which was definitely a bad shot, and he missed it. So once they go through and review the tape, they'll come back and they'll end up winning that series 4-2.
That's I believe it's gonna be the same thing. But yo, what up, my boy Money Brown? Yeah, hey, Money Brown been helping me do this whole YouTube thing, so definitely shout out to him.
Shout out to him.
Um,
What up, Monty?
Dang, my boy OG. But thank you for being in the building. I'm gonna try to get some more people in the building. If it's not, it's whatever, man. We doing our thing. So yeah, that Toronto Orlando. My personal trainer is an Orlando Magic fan. I told him he needs to go ahead and jump ship because he lives in California. So I mean, the Orlando Magic, they've been terrible for a good decade. They had Tracy McGrady. Before that, who do they have? Oh no. Before that, it was Dwight
before
Howard.
T Mac, before T Mac was
It
Shaq
was,
and Penny, so
no. More recently, it was Dwight
was
Howard.
Dwight Howard. Yeah, yeah, that
They,
was back
they
in
they
like
had like
08.
a good little 10-year span of being decent, but they not
Mm-hmm.
winning no championship anytime soon. So I told him go
No,
ahead jump ship, and I also told him for this series, man, all they did was piss off Toronto. They may not win another game of this series, so we'll see. We
I
will.
think they will, but Kyle Lowry just played terribly in
Yeah.
this series. I don't even know if he scored over 10 points.
No,
So
he
once he
scored
gets in the
0 points.
rhythm,
He scored
zero.
0. He had
I thought he
0
at least
points
had
in
some.
that game.
Oh man,
He had 0 points in that game. I mean, I saw the box score or whatever. I didn't watch the game, but I saw the box score. That's why he was shooting shots at the end of the game because he had 0 points. So there you go, man. Kyle Lowry will not play that terrible
that's
again,
terrible.
and I
That
do not see
that's
the.
that's not true.
Huh?
Kyle Lowry is known for doing it. He'll have a terrible game and then a great game and drop like 35 and 10,
Uh
and then
huh.
he'll have another terrible game. It was like him and DeRozan will either trade off or they both play terrible together or they both play great together. So, but
The
now that
Rosen.
they don't have DeRozan, they have Kawhi. Kawhi is gonna put up his numbers. So,
Yeah, the Rosen's
and
not there
Siakam,
anymore, and
Siakam be balling.
LeBron's not in the East anymore. So
Mm-hmm.
they may go to the finals, the Eastern Conference Finals this year. We'll see. We will see.
I
But,
don't know about that.
yeah, my I don't think Orlando Magic is winning another game of the series, man. I like Aaron Gordon. I like my boy DJ Augustine because he balled out that game. UT representative. He scored 25 points. I
The
believe.
only good UT player playing is PJ Tucker.
Oh, okay, I thought you was about to say.
I don't care about no Kevin Durant. Fuck that nigga.
What about LaMarcus Aldridge?
Who?
We'll go there later. Anyways, done talking about that. No, that's next. That's next. So we start from the bottom. So let's talk about the Denver Nuggets and the San Antonio Spurs. I watched that game when I was on my way to Buffalo. Wow.
Well,
I
that
mean, I
wouldn't be
watched
really the bottom. The bottom would be the Clippers and Golden State
it.
because that's the
Yeah,
one and
whatever,
eight.
dog. I'm going off the NBA bracket. You know what I'm saying? The bottom teams on this bracket. That's what I'm going off of. All right. So
Oh, okay.
the Denver Nuggets and San Antonio Spurs on the
Hmm.
west side. What you think about that?
To be absolutely honest with you, I think the Spurs are going to the conference finals.
Ooh, you put them in the conference
I'm
finals?
putting them in the conference finals. And the reason I say that is because they don't have Houston or Golden State to worry about. And as
Okay.
far as this is the playoffs. This is the playoffs, and you got a young ass Denver team who is just scrappy in the regular season. Yeah, but now you this is the playoffs, and you're going against Popovich. It's 6-on-5 Denver versus San Antonio. It's Popovich and LaMarcus and DeRozan and all those boys against Jamal Murray and Jokic. You ain't gonna outplay that coaching. So, and it don't. I don't think it matters who comes out, whether it's Portland or OKC. I don't think either one of those teams. I think Popovich is going to outcoach both of those coaches. So,
Mm,
let's go ahead and just kill those right now.
okay. So I mean that's a tough matchup. You talking about them? I'm not gonna count out Denver right now. I'm not gonna count
Did
them
you
out
see
yet.
that game?
I did see that game, and I mean,
They didn't have the they didn't have like they weren't make they were cold. They were what's the word I want to use? Like timid. They were timid in this series. They were or in the first game I should say. They were shooting these wide open jumpers. Murray had the chance to hit the game winner, and it was like it was just too much on this game. Like it's when it's obviously you know because you hit the free throws to win a championship. I hit a game winner to push us to the next round, whatever. But when that shit is like
you have to add that
elimination,
part, huh?
yeah, I can't let you have all the credit. But when it's like it's win or go home versus okay, we play today and we might play again in 2 days. Like that shit really matters, and that
You
scares
said
a
it's
lot of
what?
people, huh?
You said it's what?
When it's the playoffs and it's like you got to win or you go home
Yeah.
versus the 82 game season where it's like okay, you win or you lose and then you go to the next game.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And by at least half the season, by at least All Star break, you know whether you're making it to the playoffs or not. You know,
Yeah.
at least in the West. So I think that they were so bent on making the playoffs. They had a good run. They're second in the West, surprisingly to everybody, but they're not battle tested. None of those guys have playoff experience. None of those guys, especially the coach, he's not ready to go up against no Greg Popovich. He's not ready to face LaMarcus Aldridge and his two moves because that's all he got.
Hmm.
DeRozan's mid range, and then you got Patty Mills shooting threes. You got Bellinelli shooting threes. The boys, they got a lot going for them. The Spurs, and I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. But I think they'll be in the conference finals against the team that I'm going to surprise you when I say it.
Um. Okay. So yeah, I mean, if we're talking about upsets, yes, I do pick this. The Spurs beating the Denver Nuggets as an upset, but
But
um,
is that really a
yes,
upset?
it's an
Like
upset because
if you take out standings, like 2 versus 7, if you take that out and just look at the Spurs and Greg Popovich versus the Nuggets and whoever the hell they coach is, that's not really an upset. That's a veteran, experienced team with a fucking championship caliber coach versus these young Denver Nuggets. I don't think none of them are over like 26.
okay, I mean that's cool, but if you talk about standings, number two seeded team versus number seven, I mean we
Mm-hmm.
know basketball, so we know Greg Popovich. You don't bet against him, but people who just now, let's say this is first time watching the NBA playoffs, they gonna be like, oh, number two seed beating number seven team. This not like the NCAA where you got one game you might go home. This is the NBA where you got a 7 game series. The betting odds are against San Antonio. So yes, it is an upset. But us knowing San Antonio, knowing Greg Popovich, knowing that they got
Mm-hmm.
DeMarcus, DeRozan is gonna LaMarcus Aldridge with Patty Mills, and then that boy White. Like I've been watching him a little bit this season.
Yeah.
White is cold. I like
Did
him.
you see that dunk?
Yes, I saw the
Oh
post.
my God.
I saw the poster, but that's not even it. Like their starting point guard from last year, Murray,
Murray,
he
yeah, he's
can't
hurt.
play this season, and I like
Yeah,
that kid too, even if he
yeah,
can't
he's good
shoot.
too. I
But
like him. I
hopefully,
like him
when he
too.
come back from injury, he'll be able to shoot a little bit. And San Antonio, they always gonna be good, man. Garvin, shut up, dude. I don't smoke. All right, I will tell you what I will tell you what I am doing. But anyways, back to the San Antonio Spurs.
What up, Garvin?
Yeah. Garvin talking about I look high, but anyways,
I seen it.
I don't smoke. But anyways, continue. So it would be an upset for San Antonio beating Denver, in my opinion. And then
I'm
what I
calling
do
it.
want to add is like, no, how you say his name? No kicks, no chick. I can't stand
Nurkic, Nurkic.
Nurkic. No, that's a dude on Portland.
Oh, you
But
talking Jokic, the
yeah,
Joker?
Jokic, the Joker.
Yeah.
We're gonna just say the
Hmm.
Joker, man. That dude looked like he drink at least 3 cases of beer a week. Like
Dog,
he is the most talented, out of shape player in the NBA I've seen. Like, this dude arms, he got T-Rex arms, one, no muscle definition, and then he got a beer belly. Like, come on, if he got in shape, he may be a monster. He may be
yeah,
a monster.
he
But
not
God,
in typical basketball shape. If he does that, that boy he'll be tremendous. I
yeah,
hear that boy can play, but he only 24. He's still young. Um, I think after this series, once he goes home, he'll know that okay, LaMarcus Aldridge just gave me the business. I got to go through and I got to either add some weight or add some strength, and he'll change his body type because I don't like the way he looked. First off, he pale as fuck. He looked like a piece of printing paper with a fucking toupee on top of it. That boy is.
they're in Denver, man. I don't know if you've ever been to Denver, but it's really cold there. So it is what it is. So I don't care about his skin complexion. I care about this motherfucker being in shape because he is the most out of shape star in the NBA, man. This dude could probably be cold, like
But
real cold.
he
If he
is
had,
cold.
huh?
He got a triple double, didn't he?
Yeah, he got a triple
That
double,
boy,
but
he can ball. He can
that triple
ball.
double wasn't a Russell Westbrook triple double where you see him out there exerting a lot of energy, man. It's like,
Whoa. Don't
okay,
even compare.
we'll talk about that later because we got to talk about. I'm gonna tell you about his stats today. His stats today reflected his play today. But anyways,
Russell Westbrook?
yes, yeah. You
Man,
didn't see it, then it is what it is. That's
I
your
did
fault.
see it. I did see it.
Okay, then. Anyways, we done with Denver Nuggets versus Spurs because that's
Hmm.
pretty much all I had to say, man. Don't bet against Greg Popovich. It is what it is, man.
I'm not in this series.
That's the best coach in the league. Would you agree with that?
Um,
The best coach in the league right now. Phil Jackson ain't there. Pat
yeah,
Riley
I'll
ain't
give him
there.
that. I'll give him that.
Okay,
But
so
but Quinn Snyder and the coach from Bodweiser, whatever the fuck his name is,
what?
in Milwaukee's coach.
Ain't that Milton?
No, the coach. His name is like Bud Hoser or some shit like that. He's a good coach. Snyder is a good coach, and Boston's coach is a good coach. And believe you me,
Utah's coach?
yeah, Snyder, yeah, and D'Antoni is a damn good coach.
Man, you better get the best at not winning shit is what D'Antoni is.
What?
Man, okay, we'll get back
We ain't
to
even there yet. We ain't even there yet. Let's go.
exactly. All right, let's go on to the 76ers versus the Brooklyn Nets, man.
Oh,
76ers lost to the Brooklyn Nets. I caught a little bit of that game, but
I'm
I
gonna
didn't
tell
get it.
you why that's not surprising to me. That's not surprising to me for two reasons. One, Brooklyn plays really, really hard, and those boys got a lot to prove. I think they are maybe the one team, maybe okay, like Houston got a lot to prove, but Brooklyn being so low in the seeding, they have so much to prove. It's ridiculous. Nobody counts them. I mean, everybody counts them out. They don't. Nobody think that they can hang with the top four teams, but they beat Houston. They beat Golden State. They beat Denver. They beat Milwaukee. Them boys have beat everybody. And that Jared Allen, that boy be dog. that boy be locking the paint down. And the thing about
Somebody do with the Afro because I
yeah,
fully don't
yeah.
know. I've seen him, but yeah, it is what
I
it is.
I watched Brooklyn play, old lady from Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta
You
give them
don't
some
watch
love.
basketball like that. Stop.
No, I give them some love. I be like, yo, Brooklyn, and then I turn the channel, you know what I'm saying? But them boys play hard and they can shoot, they can defend, they can run. They are like if they had a superstar, them boys will be the top of the East
They
because they
do have
play harder than every. No, 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 no. They do not have a superstar. D'Angelo Russell is not a superstar.
no. He's. I give him all star status, but
He
in
ain't
the
even an all
NBA,
star. He like if this was 2K, he like an 88 in the
okay.
Eastern Conference.
You
That ain't
remember,
enough. You got to be like a 93 to be a superstar nowadays.
man? You know, 2K be shitting on people ratings sometimes. I don't want to bring up no names, but 2K be shitting
Like
on
who?
ratings. It is what it is.
Like who?
Like Carmelo in his heyday, they gave him 88. I think he was on the cover and they gave him an 88. Like you
Well,
don't
when
like.
your defense is on zero, it
Oh
kind of
my.
fucks up the rest of
Oh,
your stats.
okay. You can't be a Houston Rockets saying that shit because they never put James Harden under 90. So how can you say if your defense is on zero? So I
Because
mean,
his defense is on 50. Sometimes he plays, sometimes he don't.
I thought he played a little defense at the end of the season, so I will give him that. But Carmelo
Number
does
two in
the
the league in
same thing.
steals. Carmelo
So
don't play D. He don't.
James Harden don't play D, so he
At
don't.
least you can say James Harden let people drive past him and then he'll try to reach to try to get the steal, or he'll just let them run to Capella. That's a defensive strategy. But anyway, we ain't even on them yet. We'll get to them.
Yeah, but yeah, 76 is gonna win that series.
It depends on Joel Embiid's health. If
Here we
Joel
go.
Embiid can't get healthy, they're not going to win that series.
What do you mean get healthy? He's healthy enough.
No, he's if he wasn't healthy enough to win. If
That's because the NBA wants to make a little bit of money, so they don't want all these first round matchups to be sweeps. So there you go. That's why you got the little
well,
disparity as far as these top teams losing to the bottom team.
the Clippers versus the Warriors is going to be a sweep.
Yeah, there you go, man. The Warriors
The
ain't got.
Rockets versus the Jazz is going to be a sweep.
How much you want to bet that that's not a sweep? They're gonna win one.
I got five on it.
$5, man. I don't bet $5. I don't do $5 bets. It got to
Nigga,
be.
put 100 on it. Nigga, I ain't worried shit. Nigga, this James Harden. Nigga. The most Utah's going to win is one. The most.
Okay, you said sweep.
Yeah,
So
but I'm giving them one. They cannot really the defense that they're running, letting James Harden go to his right. That's stupid. He will step back to his right and shoot the ball. And
no,
what
the
you
thing
gonna do?
that killed
Foul him?
me was they were like double teaming, triple teaming everybody else, and they was leaving PJ Tucker open. He was just drilling the threes,
You
drilling
don't do
the
that.
threes.
You don't do that. You don't do that. That's stupid. You don't leave shooters in their comfort zone open. You don't leave Joe Green. Don't leave Eric Gordon. Don't leave PJ Tucker. Don't even leave Fareed because he don't hit from the top of the three
Yeah, that was
as
another
he
thing
did
I saw.
today.
Fareed came out there too. That was another aspect of the game because I mean, going into this, I was picking that Jazz Houston series to be the upset. Like I felt like Jazz had a chance because they are a sneaky team like that, but y'all just beat the shit out of them, so that's out the window. So there
Because
we go.
we're not worried about no other team in the NBA that ain't Golden State.
Okay, yeah, all right.
That's all that is. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. If
Keep
you
it
ain't Golden
real.
State, we not worried about that.
Next. So I mean, y'all gonna be out the next round if that's basically what you're saying. So it is what it is.
Okay, I told you my prediction is gonna shock you.
Anyway, San Antonio's not gonna beat whoever wins out of. If they play Portland, they probably will beat them.
What? Sorry.
First of
Okay.
all, they got to get past Denver Nuggets, and I don't think they're gonna beat the Denver Nuggets.
I
Actually,
told you why they're gonna beat Denver
I
because of
said
coaching.
that may be the upset, but so Philadelphia and Brooklyn. What's your predictions? What do you think is gonna be the end of
Philly
that?
and Brooklyn. If Joel don't get healthy, I'm giving it to Brooklyn. If he does get healthy, I'm giving it to Philly. So it just depends on his health. His health is going to determine how far they go.
Mm-hmm.
So if he ain't healthy, because with Ben Simmons, you have a limited amount of shooters because that motherfucker can't shoot for shit. So without Joel Embiid, you're not going far. You're probably not getting out of the first round.
But you said Embiid, yeah, Embiid is they dude. They traded Jahlil Okafor. I don't know who else they have as big man. I'm not
They
sure.
had Nerlens Noel too.
No, Nerlens Noel was on OKC, but
No. When you talking about when they drafted
no,
Embiid, they
I'm talking
had
about now.
Noel.
I said they had
Oh,
Okafor last year. I don't know who they have as their like other big man, but you still got Tobias Harris, you still got Jimmy Butler, and you got Ben Simmons. So I mean, those
mm-hmm.
guys should be able to beat. Brooklyn is decent though. Brooklyn's
Brooklyn
decent,
got Brooklyn got game.
but
Them boys got game.
matching their guards up with their guards. Jimmy Butler should be able to stick the
But
Russell. I don't
what?
know. Dinwiddie and then the
And
dude.
Dinwiddie is who you got to worry about because he fucked Houston up. That boy had like 38 points on us, and
I feel like
and this is when we were doing our shit.
Tobias Harris should be able to stick him. I'm just matching up the guards now because I don't even know who the big men are. Or either one
Tobias
of
ain't a
them.
guard though.
Huh?
He Tobias is a three guard is a small forward. I mean, not a three
Yeah,
guard.
but I mean, who you gonna put on them? Ben Simmons is 6'7", 6'8". I'm at 6'10", so he should be able to stick somebody. So there you go. I feel like
Then, but
76.
he can't stick no guard though. Like he can move. He's young, so he got like he's like you know how we were when we were young. We can move, but he can't stick no 21, 22-year-old D'Angelo Russell. D'Angelo will leave him in the dust.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then speaking for a basketball purist, when people teach you to play defense, 90% of the time, I'm gonna say 95, they're teaching you how to guard a right-handed guard. So they're telling you, all right, play with your left foot forward, put your left hand out, use your right hand to defend the pass or defend. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
D'Angelo Russell left-handed, so he's the way you plan on guarding him. You're not going to be able to do it because you're not going to be comfortable doing it. So you're going
Just
to have to
like
stand
you
your feet up.
guard anybody should guard any guard. You gotta be with them. Like we'll go into this later, but don't let a shooter get comfortable in his shooting spot. Don't let him get to his spot. That's how you guard a shooter. You stay in his face the whole time. As soon as he come past half court, you give him like 5 feet and then you jump on his ass. That's how you guard a shooter, especially a 3-point shooter. You need help when they drive, but you just guard them for the shot. I mean, you got to either
They
take one.
let me tell you who tried that. Utah tried that today. They got beat by 32. Milwaukee did that against Houston. Milwaukee did that against Houston back in like March, and it worked because it was the first time that we've seen that done. But now that we've seen it done, we have the answer for it. So in a 7-game
Y'all have
series,
the answer, which is called come off multiple screens and then get the
we
matchup.
ain't going to say what you
That's what
mean.
that's what everybody's doing now. Yo, come off multiple screens, get the matchup you want. ISO, cross his ass and shoot in his face. That's basically what's happening. But anyways,
We don't come off multiple screens unless
get
you're
the
talking
fuck
about like
out of here.
James
Yeah,
Harden takes. We ain't on James Harden yet. Next team, next team. I like I said, I say Brooklyn if Joel Embiid ain't healthy, and if he is healthy, then Philly wins.
I got Philly
Hornets.
winning regardless. That's my prediction.
Ooh,
Regardless, because I
okay.
mean Brooklyn Nets they gonna fizzle out. Like I said, I feel like the guard play and the guard matchups, even with Embiid being hurt / half hurt, they'll still win. But anyways,
Mm-hmm.
moving on. Portland versus OKC. Portland versus OKC. Okay, Portland won today. Now with Nurkic being out, Nurkic, I know his name. Man, fuck Jokic, whatever. Fuck Nurkic. He broke his leg in like 2 places or whatever. Who I made a video
Mm-hmm.
on my Instagram. Him being out, I feel like OKC has this. Yes, they lost today, but their 3-point percentage was like 10%. They probably shot like 5 for like 30 something. I don't know what it
Mm-hmm.
was, but it was terrible. Paul George couldn't buy a bucket from the 3-point line, and he still had 26 points. He shot like 29 shots and only made who I don't know. But anyways,
Yeah.
I watched the whole game. Paul George will never play that terrible again. They don't even need to score threes. They just
Yes, the fuck he will
I seen it in the last year's playoff. Is that what you're talking about? But
against Utah of all people.
yes.
Let me tell you why. Let
You
me tell
mentioned
you
that
why.
in the game today. But They don't even need him to score like that. All they need is good buckets. You cannot miss that many 3-pointers and lose by 5 points because they lost by 5 points. If you
Well,
not shoot that many
Dame.
threes, you take regular shots. They got a lot of big men. They big men outpowered the Portland Trailblazers big man. And
Hmm.
in his cancer, he had 18 rebounds. I
And
think
20 points.
the rebounds. Get him off the boards. It's a lockdown. But what I will say, they cannot guard David McCollum because that motherfucker was scoring on everybody who guarded him. Now,
Yep.
Paul George, if they see Paul George on them, they hurry up and get that screen. McCollum don't want no parts of Paul George, but anybody else, he's scoring on them. That boy is cold. He's oh man, he is cold. Like he should be an all-star, but it's so many good guards in the Western Conference that I mean he's not an
Yep.
all-star, but that motherfucker will score on anybody. Now I ain't gonna say what he can do on defense because I don't even really see him do anything on defense.
You know, like,
He will score on anybody who
yeah, he got
guards
game.
that
But
boy.
did you see in the fourth quarter when Paul George was sticking Dame and Dame was like, you know what, fuck this. I'm gonna just shoot this deep ass 3-pointer, and he shot
No,
that shit.
that was Russell Westbrook.
No, that was Paul
No,
George.
that was
Because
Russell
I
Westbrook.
was on the phone with my brother and he was
That
like, oh
was
look,
Russell
Paul George
Westbrook
shooting
because he did the same thing LeBron did. He was behind. No, he was in front of the 3-point line, but he was
it.
looking around for everything else. And then Dame just pulled up. Like you don't do that with shooters. You don't do that with Damian Lillard. You don't do that with Steph Curry. You don't do that
No,
with Steph Curry. If you know how to do it, shoot deep. You get his ass at least 5 feet in front of that 3-point line. You do not wait for him to pull up. You got to get on it.
no.
As soon as he come from past half court, you on his
You
side.
on his ass.
Don't
Yep.
do that shit. Kevin Durant, when LeBron was sticking him in
The
finals, you don't
finals.
do that shit with a shooter, man. You pick them up at half court. If they look like they're gonna shoot, you should already be on their ass. And that's what happened. I know it was Russell Westbrook because I know exactly what you're talking about. Paul George may have done it, but the one in
Because
particular that I'm talking about that was a critical shot was with Russell Westbrook. He was looking around to see if any screens were coming. I know it was happening, but it was Russell Westbrook.
he did it twice. The first time was on Paul George. I know that for sure.
Okay,
And then
that must have been at the start of the second half, or like
no, it was in the fourth quarter.
okay, it must have been at the beginning of the fourth quarter. But I'm talking about the crucial one is when Russell Westbrook was taking him, and he just nailed that bitch. I'm like, God damn! Like he don't even do that much during the game when he drives. They don't even call fouls for him. But his 3-point is just deadly. Like he
That boy
kills.
can shoot, man.
Hmm?
He can shoot. Dame can shoot, man. I fucks
Dame
with
is a
Dame.
baller, man, but they
He
don't
can
even call.
ball.
They don't call fouls to him. If that was James Harden, he was doing the same shit to James Harden. They had
Be
called it.
careful now.
He
Be
drove.
careful
No,
when you
I
talk
don't
about
care.
the
We'll
MVP.
be there later. But when he drives to the bucket, it could be 3 people on him. He probably get swatted in the nose, face, ear, all that shit. They don't call that shit for Dame.
Because he
They
don't
call
get
it.
he
They call it.
they don't classify him the same as like Steph Curry. Like Dame, I believe is on the same level as Steph. 'Cause when he plays Steph, he be giving Steph the business. He'll put up 50, he'll put up 40, but they just because Steph is or Steph Curry. You say Steph, and it's like, all right, cool. But Dame Lillard don't get that same kind of recognition, and I wish he did. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Oakland, but I wish he did because that boy be balling. You put him or you give him let's say a Chris Middleton or Eric Gordon or a Kyle Korver or a Meritic. Portland is a whole lot more elite than what they are right now. And they're good now, but you give them a small forward that can ball, and them boys is top three.
A small four. I like Aminu. He's just not a scoring guard.
No, he
Aminu
a
has
three.
great defense. If
He
you talk
does,
about
he
the
does, but
scoring
he's not a scorer like a Paul George scorer or a Kyle Korver scorer. He'll shoot like maybe 5 for 10 when you need a person that's gonna shoot like maybe 8 for 10 or 8 for 12, 8 for 15. You need more shots out of that person. You're not gonna get that many shots out of Al Farouk Aminu or what's the other dude name? That he plays a three, but he plays a 4 too. Light skinned dude.
Harkless? What are you talking
No,
about?
not Harkless.
He not Batum not on that team anymore.
No, not Batum. The other fool.
Aminu. You got
He
Harkless.
come off the bench.
Um,
I
I
don't know.
don't.
I'll think of his name later.
I don't
Because
know.
he always go to the post. Anytime he come in, he going right to the post and he be attacking in the post. And he's pretty good down there. He's not that much of a shooter, but whatever.
I don't know who you talking about because I seen Enos Cantor, Aminu, um,
CJ Dane, and there's one other name other than Seth.
and then you got Leonard. You got a whole bunch of people who not light skinned. They either white or they black.
No,
So I
this
don't know
fool is
what you
light
talking about.
skinned.
It used to be Batum. He
Hold
not
on,
on that team no more.
let me look, man. I don't know if this shit say I'm paused or not, but let me look.
It doesn't have even a picture, but whatever, man.
Hold on, give me like 30 seconds.
All right. I'll give you 30 seconds, but I'm gonna just talk about my predictions. I feel like you can call this an upset, but I don't call it an upset. I think OKC is gonna win that. Yeah, the first two games are in Portland, but yo, with them shooting as terrible as they did, they still only lost by 5 points, and they were in Portland, and that crowd was live at the beginning of the game. I think they scored 40 points in the first quarter, and then in the third quarter they only had what ended with 80, or the game.
Hmm.
Yeah, they ended with 80 in the third quarter. So I mean, OKC's defense is there. They just they had a lot of missed shots. If you make half those shots, they would have blown them out by 20. So I mean, I don't see OKC having a terrible shooting night like that again. They was trying to work Paul George back into form. He said he hasn't shot since that Houston game. And I just rewatched that the other day. We'll talk about that when we talk about the Houston game, the Houston matchup. But you know, he said he hasn't
Evan,
ball since that game, and he came back, and I mean, it looked like it. They were trying to get him shots and get him into rhythm and to making the shots. But I mean, he missed. He was like 2 for 12 or something at one point.
yeah,
The
he was
three.
shooting terribly.
They were trying.
Evan Turner, that's his name.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right, Evan Turner, man. He got good defense. His offense is good. He's from Chicago, so I should have known who you were talking about when you said light skinned dude, Evan Turner. But
That don't mean shit.
our Chicago players
What?
all dogs. We ain't even talk about that when we were talking. Did we talk
First
about
off,
the numbers already?
hold on. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. Of all me and my brother, I was on the phone with my brother earlier, and we tried to come up with like the top 10 players in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
California has 5 of the top 10 players. Whoever you want to call the top 10, 5 of them are from California.
James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Paul George.
Kawhi Leonard,
Yeah, him too.
James Harden, Paul George, Russell Westbrook,
Kawhi
Kawhi
Leonard.
Leonard, Damian Lillard.
Yep. Who else?
I said 5. That's 5.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just depending on like it took me like I had like for top 10 at number 10, it was like 7 different people. It was like Anthony Davis, Lillard,
Anthony Davis
DeRozan.
is
Oh,
from
DeRozan.
Chicago.
Yeah, but he's probably definitely the best player from Chicago in the league right now. Dwayne Wade had his time, yes.
Derrick Rose.
Had his time, but he ain't top 10 now.
It's whatever, though. I'm not gonna compare
Jabari
that right now.
Parker.
Who? We're not gonna talk.
Jabari Parker.
We're not gonna talk about it. Jabari Parker was doing his thing when he got traded, but it is what it is.
Yeah, he had his time, but as of right now, the best players in the NBA are from California. Top 5 of the top 10, top 20.
Kevin Durant from DC, LeBron's from
Mm-hmm.
Ohio,
Mm-hmm.
Steph Curry from South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I threw Embiid in there.
he's
Uh, that was pretty much the 10 right there. That was pretty much the 10.
Embiid in there.
Embiid top 10. He was like 8 of 10, and then like to round out 10, I said like Anthony Davis, Kyrie, DeRozan, who would make 6. Um, I said a couple. I said like 4 or 5 people, but
That's
whatever.
cute. That's cute. We don't give a fuck. Anyways,
California,
who?
California, motherfucker.
Oh, I thought you said Kevin Fournier or some stupid shit. Anyway, whatever.
Cal-
Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. That's all I can say about California. Anyway, we here, so whatever. All right, we moving on. Boston and Indiana.
That's Boston, no doubt. They can't. Indiana can't hang with them. That's no doubt. That's probably going to be a sweep.
I'm. It should be a sweep. I mean, Oladipo's not playing. It should be a sweep. But I mean,
Hmm.
if you watch the game, um, Pacers was in there. Pacers was in there.
No, they were not. The Pacers had 54 points at one point in the fourth quarter. It was like 50 to 70, something like that. If you only got 50 points, I'm resting. Starters, come out. Don't even play no more because this game is over.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no way they finish score 40 points and come back and win. If they do score 30, we're gonna put our starters back in there. That game, that series is over. That's gonna be a sweep off
It
top.
was a low scoring game. So, what do you think about Boston going forward? If you say that, like
I
Boston's
said a sweep
only scored 84 points against Indiana. I mean,
because Indiana only had 54 points in the fourth quarter.
that's cool, but it wasn't.
What is this, college? This is high school?
That game looked like. That's what that
That
game looked like
It
because
was terrible. I don't care if we score 84. If the final score was 84-74, I believe.
yeah.
If you only have 54 points in the NBA in the fourth quarter, I'm taking my starters out. I don't care what you do. You're not winning this game. You only have 54 points in the fourth quarter.
Where do you think they're gonna generate their offense from? Like Miles Turner
Where
hitting shit,
where can they generate their offense? Who else do you know other than Miles Turner and Oladipo?
Collison, Joseph,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Thaddeus Young.
And who else is scorers on that team other than Miles Young and Oladipo?
They better find one. They're an NBA team. Somebody better come off that motherfucking bench or that
Mm-hmm.
starting lineup, but they better score.
They
Either
better call LeBron.
or Janovic, or however you say his name. That's the dude who's been scoring since Oladipo's been gone, and that motherfucker only had like 10 points.
But
So
that's
there
the
you go.
playoffs.
It's the playoffs. I mean, he's not that good. He got into it with somebody on that.
I
On
don't
the
know. I didn't pay too much
Jalen
attention to
Brown.
that
He
game.
got
I'm
Jalen
so
Brown.
The
But
Eastern Conference is such terrible, so terrible,
they're not
so
terrible.
terrible. They
They're not.
are terrible. If you win 30 games, you make it to the playoffs. That shit don't happen in the West. Come on, man. It's college teams that's 36-3. It's
Look,
WNB. I mean, NCAA females teams that's winning 32, 33 games. You telling me you in the NBA?
don't talk about a team that they pick their schedule. They can go against the bums, and then
It don't matter. It don't matter.
if you say
They
so.
trash. You 30 wins and you in the playoffs,
All
you
right,
need to be
all right.
swept.
I don't even want to compare the West against the East because I do agree with you. The West is always better than the East, but I mean, what they gonna do about that? They're gonna go ahead and blow that shit up and then have it like they're gonna
The
change.
top 16 teams, yes.
You said what?
Have the top 16 teams in there.
I was thinking about this the other night. They should do like an on and off year where they do it like an NCAA tournament where they have one game elimination, and then the next year they have a 7 game. I think they should do it like that. It'll be a different
I
one,
think
more than
it
like
should be it should be first round should be one and done. Second round should be best of three. Third round could be best of five or best of seven because it's the conference finals. And then you can go to the finals and do best of seven. I think you can do it that way
yeah, you could.
because
I wouldn't like that.
because
So if you're gonna have
well,
it where the best team wins, you're gonna have it a 7 game series. If you're gonna have it where the best team on that night, you can just have it how the NCAA does it, one and done. So just do it like shake it up every year. One year is gonna be NCAA, one and done, and the next year you can have a 7 game series. That way,
yeah,
I mean, that'd be even. Even that weak ass New York Knicks team, they may have a chance if they really feeling it that year.
they got to make the playoffs first. But if you did that one and done shit, then it'll be like Orlando will be moving on right now, and the Nets will be moving on right now.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
none of the top four teams in the in the West lost today or lost at all this weekend. Golden State won. No, I'm lying. Denver lost, but they're gonna
They
lose
would,
that series either
they would
ways.
come in there with a whole different mindset. One and done, that's different from, oh, I got a series, this game,
Yeah,
will fill them out and all that shit. No.
yeah. All that shit matters.
Yeah. I mean, we know best. We only been playing a not one and done playoffs for what, 5 years, and we finally got one. But anyways, we know. Moving on. What were we talking about?
Golden State, you got Milwaukee,
So
Houston,
no.
Philly,
So you got Boston winning that series with a sweep.
against
against Indiana Pacers.
Indiana, yeah, that's a sweep.
Okay, I said sweep too, man. I don't see Indiana pulling up too much offense to beat the Boston
They don't
Celtics.
have it. Yeah,
The
they
Boston
don't have
Celtics,
it.
the ones who I was looking at, they need to wake the fuck up. But it looked like they woke up in the second half because they came and whooped that ass in the second half. It
They
was
just don't have enough.
all right. On to your team. Now I'm gonna let you talk because I'm gonna grab my bait. But Rockets versus Utah. Go ahead.
Well, clearly we beat them by 32 today. Not a big deal. We're the stronger team. We're the better team. Um, if we can go ahead and keep Spider at bay and keep what's his name, Rudy Gobert from messing up our drives to the rim, this series can be a sweep. They might get one, but that's pushing it. I definitely see Houston off top, beer to beer, CP3, Daniel House. I see them boys sweeping Utah because they the way Houston is set up right now. We have a mission, and this mission is what I think is going to fuck us up because our mission. I think we have more at stake in beating Golden State than we do in winning a championship, especially with how we are seated right now. Like if we beat Golden State, I mean if we beat Utah, we play Golden State next round, and I think we put more stake into beating Golden State than we do in winning the championship. So I feel like that's more of a championship to them of beating Golden State. So I think that we'll fuck around and lose in the conference finals, whoever we play, because we're so excited to beat Golden State if we beat them. But anyway, against Utah, sweep off top, sweep,
What? Sweep?
sweep.
Okay.
Get the
I'm
pros ready.
I'm gonna admit that that's the series that I picked before any of these games happened that I predicted to be an upset because
What
Utah Jazz is a good team. I didn't see
upset?
Rudy Gobert. I don't remember seeing him this game. Was he playing?
Because he was irrelevant.
Was he playing?
Yeah, he was playing, and guess what he did?
Nothing.
I got that thing.
If
He
I
ain't
ain't
do
see him
shit.
playing, and obviously he ain't do nothing. But like I said, I fell asleep because I already saw the writing on the wall. I already knew what this game was. Y'all was whooping their ass because they played. Their game plan wasn't good. So Snyder gonna have to go back into his bag, and he gonna have to pull something out his ass.
Snyder don't have a bag against us. There's nothing Utah can do against us.
Well, how many points did Chris Paul have? I don't remember seeing Chris Paul.
I want to say he had like 18 or 19. I don't remember off top, but I mean, when you got Eric Gordon hitting, you got PJ hitting, you got James Harden. They're sticking James Harden at half court.
Oh, I definitely give Utah some games. Y'all got to go to that racist ass Utah, and they gonna be calling y'all all kinds of niggers
Do
and
you know? Do you
coon
know where the
boys.
Rockets play?
Yes, in Houston, it's not racist in
All
Houston. If
right.
you ever been in
What?
Houston, you know
Do you
Houston
know
99.9.
Texas in general?
No, okay, it's Texas. No, it's not Texas in general. It's East Texas, and that's it. Your people are from Dallas, so you probably seen it. I saw when I went to Dallas too. I saw people come up there like, "Yo, can I get a Budweiser?" I'm in Dallas and I'm at a sushi place and this dude talking about Budweiser. The lady was like, "We don't have Budweiser here." It's like, "What kind of place don't sell Budweiser?" I was like, "He's obviously from East Texas." So yeah, that's the racist part of Texas. But we talking about Central Texas. You go through the central part of Texas, Dallas, Houston, Austin, and yeah, wherever else, San Antonio.
That shit don't fizzle. That don't fade us.
Those places are 99.9% Mexican. So no, they're not racist. You
It
know,
don't phase us. We Houston, we gotta go. We know we gotta beat Golden State in order to be in that conversation of the greatest teams ever assembled. We gotta beat Golden State. So in order to beat Golden State, we gotta take out Utah. They just a fly on the wall. Let's go ahead and smack them up. Send them boys home. Give Chris Paul the help, the rest he need. Please, Lord. Please keep Chris Paul from getting hurt.
yeah,
Please. I
that's all
will
you have to be
sacrifice.
worried about. And I watched. So since we talking about Houston, I watched that OKC versus Houston game, and I watched James Harden miss. a wide open game winning shot. So that just
What?
goes to show, that's writing on the wall. That's what you call that, writing on the wall. James Harden, it felt too much like a playoff game, a close playoff game, so he choked at the end. And that's what I see them doing versus OKC, or that's why I picked Utah Jazz to be the upset for this. Like I thought they were gonna beat you all, but obviously y'all match up well against them.
What?
Beat their ass. You
What?
can put that Houston Rockets hat in there all you want to, but you saw the same game I watched, and you
No, no,
saw.
no, no, no. I didn't. I work nights. I work nights, so I didn't get to watch it.
Okay, I send it to you because I still have that game recorded. We can watch it together. You know what I'm saying? James Harden missed a wide open mid range. It wasn't even a three. It was a
For the
mid
winner.
range shot with like 3 seconds left on the clock. He missed that shit. That it could have been game. Paul George made a 3-pointer with my boy PJ Tucker draped on him, all in his shit. He made a 3-pointer to go up by one. All James Harden had to do was hit a mid-range 2-pointer, and he missed that. I mean, he missed that shit. Like you don't, you can't.
You make them, you miss them. It's a make or miss lead. It's a
Oh
make or miss
my God,
lead. But I'm gonna tell you what though, in the playoffs, uh if the fuck is their name? OKC has to play us in the play. And don't get me wrong, I'm scared to play OKC because them boys can ball, and I'm afraid that D'Antoni's gonna fuck around and fuck up. But if it's head to head, no bullshit, man, we will fuck OKC up.
what you mean? No bullshit. OKC is a great defensive team. Their only flaw is that they can't shoot the three ball like that.
They have a lot of flaws, and I can break down every single one of their flaws by person, from first on the roster to eighth on the roster. OKC has a whole lot of flaws. Flaw number one: their best player right now, Paul George, gets into foul trouble way too early. Hence, he fouled out today. Flaw number two: their second best player, Russell Westbrook, can't shoot consistently. I feel like Colin Cowherd right now because that motherfucker loves dogging Westbrook.
He don't need
But
to shoot consistent. He ain't never been a consistent
if
shooter.
this is what you do against OKC. To beat OKC, this is what you do. You press and pressure Paul George, right? And then you leave Westbrook open. If it's the night that he's on, okay, let him be on. You don't let Ferguson shoot. You don't let what's the other tall fool's name?
Nerlens
Um
Noel, Steven Adams,
no, the other one with the braids, the little short Nick Cannon braids.
the Nick Cannon, oh Grant,
Yeah,
Jeremy.
Jeremy Grant. Don't let him shoot. Don't keep Steven Adams off of the boards. You put the ball in Westbrook's hands all game. Let him post up Chris
You
Paul. Let him
don't put
try
the
to do
ball in
whatever.
Westbrook hands. That's what he's been doing all season, getting
Yes,
assists.
but what people do is they when Westbrook drives, they collapse on Westbrook. Why would you
You have
collapse
to
on
rely
Westbrook?
on Westbrook.
No, give Westbrook that too.
Oh
Take
my!
away the three. Look, I'm gonna tell you. Look, this is the same
His
thing that
mid-range
Orlando
game
Magic.
is phenomenal. You don't give him the two
I'm
because
not
he
gonna
can shoot
deny
the
that. But Russell, if you got Paul George in foul trouble, Westbrook is not going to beat you by himself. That's not the same to say about James Harden or Chris Paul. They will beat you by themselves. Westbrook will shoot himself out of the game. He's
two.
going to make those terrible
If,
choices.
if you watch the game today, Westbrook is not trying to shoot shit. If he's open,
Exactly.
he'll shoot it. But he is
Exactly.
look. Okay, so everybody talk about his stats. All right, I'm gonna tell you
I'm
about
not
his
worried about stats. I don't
stats.
care about stats. Stats
I'm
don't
telling you
matter
about
to me.
his stats today. All his rebounds, the ball bounced to him, or he jumped up and got that bitch over the center. His assists, they were all him driving. They collapsed, like you said. They collapsed, and he dished the ball out like you're supposed to do as
Exactly.
a point guard. So that's what he's been doing pretty much all season. Nobody's giving him credit for his triple doubles this season. He's not even in the MVP talks, and he should be because he's been doing his thing this year. This year has been probably one of his best seasons. Nobody's giving him credit for it, but with him doing what he's been doing this season, I don't see Portland beating them because, like I said, they missed like 20 something threes, and most of those threes was wide open. Most of those threes, half of those threes from Paul George, who I said hasn't shot a ball since the Houston Rockets game. So you
And
talking
if he
about
don't get it together during this series, They're not going. They rely
Yo,
heavily on Paul George for buckets.
they weren't even
Heavily.
double him or anything. He was just missing wide open shots. So if he can make half of those shots that he missed today, it's gonna be a blowout. That's just how it's
But
gonna.
at the same time, CJ and Dame both missed a lot of 3-point
Man,
shots
get
too.
the fuck out of here. Dame was he was D'd up. CJ, yo, that motherfucker can make any shot he want to, even if he draped. But if you put a big man on him that can stay in front of him like they did in the second half, then it's gonna be tough shots with CJ. He can't make those as consistent as he can against a guard. So
CJ slithery. He can move. That boy can
he can
slide
move
in
and
and
all that
through
shit.
double
But if you
teams.
get if yo that motherfucker Jeremy Grant was throwing people shit all day today. So their defensive matchup better against the Portland Trailblazers. So back to Houston Rockets when they play you all, y'all gonna be in for some shit. Yeah, I got Clint Capella back now, but that's like Jeremy Grant 2.0.
I'm
No,
telling you this though.
Grant
No,
is
first off,
actually a better shooter than
Capella's better.
Capella. He does the same thing as far as offensive rebounds and blocks as Clint Capella. So he's
I'm
probably
gonna
better than Clint
I'm gonna
Capella.
tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this about the Houston OKC matchup if we ever have one. We have more scorers than them. Paul George can score 30.
You have better 3-point scorers, and
We have better scorers. I can
like
say,
who?
okay, I'm gonna give a Houston name. You give me a OKC name. James
Okay,
Harden, Paul
you
George,
got
right?
Paul George. Okay,
Okay, Chris Paul,
Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook, right? And then we got Eric Gordon.
Okay, and you got Ferguson. Who?
No, no,
What you
no.
mean? No, I'm
Ferguson
not gonna.
scoring 25.
Huh?
Ferguson is scoring 25 because you
No,
know Eric Gordon been hooping.
no. Ferguson is a 3-and-D dude, so he will give you 3 points, and he will
Okay, he'll
play.
give you like 3 or 4. He might. I say Ferguson get 15. That's not going to amount to Eric Gordon's 25. And
That's
then
fine, but he
let
will
me keep
stop Eric
going.
Gordon from scoring over 20 points. I will say that.
False, false. Eric Gordon shooting from the logo. Hold on, but I ain't done. I ain't done.
Continue.
Gerald Green,
Gerald Green is probably going to give you what 10 points.
12, 10, 12.
9. I'll give you an average of 9. He'll give you 3 threes.
Okay,
And
who you got to add that in there?
the little black motherfucker. The little German black dude. I can't even think of his name.
Schroeder.
Yes.
Okay.
Schroeder
Okay.
will give you at least 15. There you go.
I give you like 8 because he don't be like some games he'll have like 6. Some games he'll
This
have
is
like
the
10.
playoff. Schroeder will give you 15.
Not
Because
against Houston.
third
But I ain't done. I
option
ain't
on
done. I ain't
Continue.
done.
Continue.
Daniel House. Because Daniel can
That
get you some
motherfucker
buckets.
averages 6 points. So why would you even say his point? Why would you even say his name?
Daniel played the same role as PJ
Daniel
Tucker.
Wells averages like 6 points. So continue.
Don't say his name like that. You better put some respect on his name. That's H-Town's finest.
If his name is Daniel Well, yeah, exactly. It sounds exactly how I'm saying. Daniel Well. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Fuck him. Anyway, next person. Next.
Capella.
Clint Capella. I already told you who matched up with him. Jeremy Grant. He can
And then
shoot
Kenneth
better than
Faried.
Capella. He's active on the rebounds like Clint Capella. They're not gonna let him get those alley-oops like he does.
No, they don't match up. They don't match up well.
Jeremy Grant matches up with him almost as they're
Because
the same
I'm
player.
gonna say, I'm gonna tell you this: the consistency, the scoring consistency. So if Harden scores 30, 35, Paul George scored 30, 35, they'll both shoot like 15 for 27. And then Chris Paul, he'll put up like 20, 25, but he'll be like 12 of 19.
Foul trouble playing against.
You better watch your fucking mouth. Don't talk about point guard like that.
Anyway,
But Westbrook,
did you say point guard?
point guard. Don't disrespect him. But Westbrook is going to shoot like 8 for 30.
Westbrook is in playoff mode. Like I said, if you ain't see that
He
game,
don't have. He got one mode, and it's just play.
He got
Just
one
play.
mode. Usually, what he hasn't been doing all season, which is go. That's how he's been playing this last game in the playoffs. Is go. As soon as he get that rebound, he's going. He's gonna
Exactly
push our defense and to double him.
And let me tell you why I don't trust Westbrook. This is why I don't trust Westbrook. 2018, Utah Jazz, game 1. I mean, first round. Ricky Rubio, He put more emphasis on stopping Ricky Rubio from hooping than he did on winning the game. He went into the post conference and said, "I guarantee that shit ain't gonna happen again." He put more emphasis on stopping Ricky Rubio than he did on winning the game. He didn't help on the help side defense. He wasn't worried about nobody else. All he worried about was stopping Ricky Rubio, and Ricky still had a game, not like an elite game, but like a good enough game to say like he did his thing. But what he gonna do if Chris Paul put up 20, 25? Oh, that shit ain't gonna happen again. I'm gonna stop Chris Paul. Oh, James Harden ain't gonna score 37 again. No, you can't focus on this one person. Paul George can't stick everybody. Jeremy Grant can only stop so many people. However, Kyle, I do think that OKC versus Golden State would have been a great series round one if that would have happened. Because I think Jeremy Grant would be a good matchup for Kevin Durant.
No, wouldn't be a great matchup with Kevin Durant. Dude, you gonna put some respect on Kevin Durant's name? You gonna stop fucking talking?
Kevin Durant, I don't give a fuck about that punk ass nigga who don't brush his fucking hair.
Kevin Durant's name. But anyways,
fuck him.
Houston Rockets gonna win the series. We see the writing on the wall. Houston Rockets gonna win the series. I get it to you all. Y'all gonna lose to Golden State, but we're not there yet. That's the last team we're gonna talk about. We're gonna go ahead and move on to Milwaukee Bucks versus the Pistons.
Sweet.
Sweet. We don't have to talk too much about that because yes,
Golden State versus Clippers. Sweet. There's nothing that the Clippers can do. I love Lou Williams and how he played, but that's a sweep. I like Montrezl Harrell. Again, that's a sweep.
Yo, no doubt. Was doing his thing in that game. Like it looked
in the first half, he was doing his thing.
Yeah, he was.
He was giving them the business.
Lou Williams. I think he started that game. And
no, he didn't. He didn't.
Well, he needs to start every game, but he's still not going to be able to match up. You really going to see what Lou Williams is. He is only six man because he's not the best player. Oh, my God, man.
Lou Williams can start for almost. If it's 30 teams in the NBA, 32,
he will be.
Lou Williams can start for 25 teams in the NBA.
Jamal Crawford 2.0. All right.
No, he ain't even close to Jamal Crawford.
He's not an all-star. He's not an all-star.
He could be.
He will not be because he will get exposed when he is a
defensive liability.
Starter because he's a great shooter, but then you get him in the game and he start getting tired and shit. He's not even in the game anymore. He got to play defense. He don't play no fucking defense.
He's 6 feet tall, a 6 feet shooting guard.
Okay, and that's why he does good against the second team, and he just fucks them up. And then when he goes in there against the starters, he ain't shit because he's not an all-star.
You can't. When he played for us, he was I wish we still had that motherfucker.
I bet
that boy nasty.
Come off the bench, but not to start.
With him and Eric Gordon coming off the bench, come on, man, that's 60 points off the bench, off the top.
Against the second stream, all right.
Against anybody.
I would take Austin Rivers over him because Austin Rivers plays defense.
Yeah, but Austin Rivers can't shoot as well. He's not even that good in the mid-range or going to the basket. Austin Rivers make terrible decisions.
So does Lou Williams.
Sit up there.
Have you watched him when he's been in the game for over 30, 40 minutes? He does the same shit.
He shoots his floaters. He shoots his threes.
Like, what the fuck? He threw – I ain't going to say James Harden passes because James Harden lead the league in turnovers. But, yeah. He throws terrible passes also. If you put him in there as a starter against the ones,
you're not going to disrespect him.
We won't be talking about Lou Williams. We'll be talking about him like him being a fifth man. So
because he's easily 20, 25 off the bench. Easily. On any team. Yeah. Any team.
He scores about 60% of those points on the twos. So there you go.
He got floaters. He can go to the rim. He can shoot the three. Lou Williams can do whatever he wanted to do.
You actually game plan for him and you put your best player on him.
Draymond couldn't stop him. Clay couldn't stop him. Steph couldn't stop him. KD didn't even try.
Steph can't stop.
Hell no.
He can't stop anybody. So,
well, true.
He even said that his brother is a better defender than him, which is oh. I guess you gotta say what you can, man. That shit was funny.
Oh shit!
They said on the game today, and I was laughing like, yeah, he had to give his brother something. But then I saw his brother play defense, and I was like, yeah, he is a better defensive than Steph because Steph don't. Steph tries. I give him that. Steph tries to play defense. He just he's
Everybody
a loafer, so
tries.
he get
It's
moved. He gets moved around. It is what
how
it is.
hard do you try? I mean, if I'm anybody, if I'm any, I don't care what team you playing. They're going to switch on a pick and roll. I will get Steph one on one with the big man. Get that switch instead of having your guard attack the center. Throw the ball down low and fucking force Steph Curry to play defense on the big man. Post his little ass up, dunk on him, get him in foul trouble, get his ass out of the game early, and then you can worry about attacking Kevin Durant the same way. That's what I would do
You
if
think
I'm
Steph
any
Curry
coach
gonna
in the
play
league.
defense that hard where he get in foul trouble?
No, but what you do is once you get the switch, you got a man up, you move everybody else out the way. And then once he's sitting there on the block with a big man, throw the ball in, down low, don't even bounce it. Catch it, turn, shoot. You're going to get the foul. I don't care if it's Steph, especially if you're at home.
All
You're
right,
going to get
so
that foul call.
whatever. What
That's
you're
what I've been
saying
texting
is
D'Antoni.
so basically, so if we're talking about that bracket right there, the Golden State Warriors versus the LA Clippers, Golden State
Sweet.
Warriors gonna win, and then
Sweet.
you're saying that
Easy.
you all are gonna beat the Jazz. So y'all gonna have to see them in the next round. Good luck.
I'm going
I
to tell you
got
this. Conference finals predictions from me, Big Hendo.
no. We don't have to. No, we don't have to go there yet. We're gonna do this thing once a week. We don't have to go there yet.
Okay.
We're just gonna go to the next round. All right. I got the
Okay.
Warriors winning the whole thing. If you want to go there, but that's just it. That's as far as we're gonna go.
Well,
That's as
let
far
me
as
tell you this. Let me tell you this. I got the Spurs in the conference finals versus Houston. That's what I got.
I, okay. Anyways,
That's what I got.
I got the Warriors winning the whole thing. So obviously the Houston Rockets are not gonna be there. We can talk about who you think gonna come out the East. We can talk about that. Just put our predictions out there now,
Ooh.
please.
That's kind of tough.
It
That's
is. It's
kind
very
of tough.
tough. It's very tough, but you gotta have a pick. So pick one now. So your predictions are
I'm
in.
a, I'm gonna say it all. Everything in the East depends on Joel Embiid's health.
I don't care about none of that shit. Pick a team.
Okay, with a healthy Joel Embiid, the Philly is coming out of the East. If he's not healthy, Toronto,
Okay. So obviously, like I said, out of the West is gonna be the
Houston,
Warriors. I can't fucking
Houston.
stand them. Anyways, the Warriors, I don't like it, but the Warriors gonna come out because that's how it's written. Anyways, in the East, it is tough. You got the Bucks, you got Boston, you got 76ers, you got the Raptors. I'm
Mm-hmm.
picking the Celtics to come out of the East. Like I did at the beginning of this season, Marcus Smart comes back for the Eastern Conference Finals. I got the Celtics coming out. They're gonna have to play
So what you saying is
Bucks next.
exactly. You saying without Marcus Smart, the Celtics are going to beat the Bucks. You put
Yes,
Markieff Morris
yes,
having to
yes.
guard Giannis.
No, that's not who gonna guard Giannis.
Who gonna
Look,
guard him? Not
everybody's gonna
Tatum.
make it like, yo, sticking Giannis is that hard. It's just like sticking LeBron James. You clog the paint, you make him beat you shooting the ball. It's not hard. Everybody else got to do their thing. Keeping Middleton and Brogdon's not even playing right now. I don't know when Brogdon's.
Once you clog the paint, what does that do? That leaves shooters. And don't sleep on Bledsoe. You sleeping on Bledsoe. Bledsoe
Yeah,
gonna fuck Kyrie up.
yes, I am sleeping on Bledsoe.
Do not sleep on
How many
Bledsoe.
things has Bledsoe been on that's been good? I'll
Huh?
wait.
Huh?
Exactly. How many teams Bledsoe been on that's been good? We ain't gonna talk about Bledsoe like he's just this
But
amazing.
you talking about you not even giving him his credit like Bledsoe can't. He can shoot. He can drive. That motherfucker like 6 feet, like 220. That's
Yes,
a big motherfucker.
yes, yes. Any basketball players in the gym the way he is can't shoot. So
But he can
Bledsoe,
run.
he gets most of his points coming out of the paint, and he's bodying people.
But
So
who's gonna
Kyrie's
guard
gonna do
him?
Kyrie's
Kyrie?
gonna do what he does, and he's gonna flop. All right, he's gonna flop. He's gonna draw fouls, and he's gonna get Bledsoe the fuck out of that game. So
Bledsoe's gonna guard Kyrie. I'll tell you that.
Giannis is gonna have to, they don't call him Giannis no more. They call him GA because they don't want to say his full name. But anyway, GA, he's gonna falter in that series because nobody's gonna take him serious for a shot. They're gonna clog the paint. They got the big. I ain't gonna say. Yeah, Al Horford and they got Baines who can clog the paint a little bit and they can stop Giannis from coming to the hole, and that's gonna stop their whole game. I mean, you've seen it all season when they play top teams. Like they guard Giannis from the parking lot. Like you don't guard Giannis.
I agree.
You guard him from the parking lot because you want him to shoot. You want
But
him to
they
shoot.
run.
But he's
They
not.
run. That's their
That's
advantage.
okay. The advantage of the Celtics is that they run. So they playing into the Celtics their
But
game
when
plan.
the Celtics run, they don't play well in transition defense. They always giving up buckets in transition because they can't
They
guard anybody
they
on
run
the
as
fly.
few defenses they do on offense. What are you talking about?
No, they can't guard anybody on the fly. So once you're coming down the court and it's like, okay, somebody got to get the wingman, somebody got to get the guy going to the three, somebody got to get the big man, somebody got to stop Giannis coming in. You're not going to stop Giannis coming down. And then, what are they going to do when they have the ball in the half court setting against Giannis, against Bledsoe? Give it to Tatum because they're going to take Kyrie out of the game because Bledsoe's going to
They tried to
hog.
take Kyrie out of the game today. You can take Kyrie out of the game. That's fine. You got all those other scorers on their team. You still got Rozier. You still got Tatum. You still got Jaylen Brown. You still got Al Horford. All right. You can take Kyrie out of the game. He's still going to score. He's still going to score his 20, but you still got all those other players to worry about. That's why they got
once you take away that outlet pass
outside of the 76ers. I don't have the Bucks coming out. I think they're going to beat the Bucks. It's either going to be the 76ers or
but you gotta pick one. You gotta pick one.
They're in different brackets. So the Bucks and Boston are going to play next, and then the 76ers and Toronto are going to play next. I got Toronto winning that, and I got them playing Boston Celtics. I picked the Boston Celtics to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. That's just me. You got. I don't know who the fuck you got, but
I said, if Philly is healthy, Philly is coming out. They're going to beat everybody.
Man,
you can't beat Philly with Joel Embiid healthy, and that's the only team in the East that, as a Rockets fan, I'm scared of because them boys match up
the
well.
way that he's been playing for them leading up to the playoffs, then they're going to lose to the Celtics.
Well, we're going to see because Jimmy, but I can't say he has a switch because he played for Chicago, then he got hurt playing for Minnesota, so I can't say.
He was the man. He's not the man on the 76ers.
They have nobody else. Take that hat off. They didn't have nobody but him.
Exactly. So he was the man.
Take the hat off.
Man. He can't. He's one of those players who can't not be the man to be like the top player on that team. That's just how it is. He needed to go to a team like the New York Knicks so he can be the man. Right? That's Jimmy Butler, man. I know it. I'm kind of like that. If I'm not the man, then I'm just going to be a role player. It is how it is.
But you're not the man. You're not the man. In basketball and football, you're not the man. Okay?
I've been the man most of my playing career.
Your young days. Say that.
I am the man. The man. Anyway, we can go there, but I'm going to go there. We talking about NBA. I'm going to go there. I have been the man multiple times in my life. I know what being the man means.
Not at NMC.
NMC, I was the man for
not in football.
3.5 years.
Not in football.
I ain't never been the quarterback. In football, if you're not the quarterback, you're not the man. But in football,
no, not true. Not true.
On
because
defense, there's a whole nother side of football, which is defense.
Hold on. What about Atlanta Falcons? Who the man?
The running back, I guess. Oh, fuck.
Julio Jones? The fuck?
What did Julio Jones do this year? Not make the playoffs. Anyways, moving on. There's an offense and a defense to football. Like on the Chicago Bears, who you say is the man on the Chicago Bears?
Khalil Mack.
Okay, he plays defense. So, anyways, we're not talking about football. We're talking about basketball. We'll get into that another subject. I'm glad you brought that up. That just brings like excitement to our talk. We're talking about football versus basketball. Basketball, you can be the man by just scoring offense. That ain't the case in football. You can be the man on defense. You can be the man on offense. But anyways, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Like I said, for my picks, I got the Golden State Warriors playing the Celtics in the finals. We're gonna talk about this next week. We're gonna talk about the games next
Not
week.
next week in the second round because it's gonna probably last more than a
No,
week.
no, we gotta talk about the games that happen in this week. Whatever. Oh, we're gonna do this on Sunday all the way until the finals. All right. So
All
get
right.
ready for that shit. So yeah, that's my picks. Go ahead, say your piece.
The Rockets and Philly. If they're healthy, if Philly's healthy, if Philly's not healthy, the Rockets and Toronto. LA coming to the finals. Watch.
You sound like a fan. Is that your real?
That's my real pick. The second round, Houston is going to be Golden State. I bet my bottom dollar on it. My last dollar. I bet it.
I'm gonna bet you live on that. Let's wait until it gets there. We'll wait until it gets to that because it's gonna be the Rockets versus Warriors. I'm gonna
Yeah.
bet you as soon as it happens. Now, what you think?
I'm ready. I'm ready. I know
You
my
look,
boys.
you look nervous. You look really
Nervous.
nervous.
I just got to pee. I done had like 4 beers before we started the live stream. So.
Oh shit! But anyways, man, that's it, man. Anything you want to say to the peoples?
It's your boy Big Hendo. You know what I'm saying? Fear the beard. Houston Rockets, we coming at you. Watch us.
Goodness. All right. Whatever. Your boy Lil Hendo, your boy FamHam, talking sports. Thank y'all, whoever came into the live chat. We ain't worried about it. We still building, man. Y'all can catch me on IG also. Same thing, talking sports. I've been doing a lot of videos on IG. I'm gonna have to go ahead and push those over to YouTube too, so y'all can see the shit I put on IG. But anyways, we're building, we're working. We're gonna do this again next Sunday. I'll probably throw some videos on my YouTube page this week. But that's all I got for you. I got the Warriors and the Celtics going to the finals. We'll see how that goes, man. See y'all next week, man. Thank y'all for being here. Your boy FamHam, talking sports, and I'm out.